this point in the season, Jesse, and you're in the Heisman Trophy race like this guy is, every decision, every play, every move will be magnified today.
No question this guy has the numbers, but what he's also had is Heisman moments in big games with a lot of people watching. He has stepped up, and he's played his best football from the quarterback position. And, David, I think that's the biggest key now here at the end of the season for him, determining whether or not he can win the trophy.
And we're voters, Jesse, right? That's what we look for. Like, were you big?
He's going to fire deep. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Colorado. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, they made a statement.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wildcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And, Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short. On the run is Welch. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Makes it all out of space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the back. It's a seam wide open. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Wildcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Got it, looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They booted away on fourth down. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Lost a throw on first down. Going for the big play. He's got it on the outside. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. From the 30-yard line on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Showing the bravado, throwing it back to the right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bucks!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Oh, they're after him.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He's got him wide open. There he goes. Run out of bounds all the way up at the 48-yard line as this offense gets a big play. Kansas State has it with another first and 10. They'll go to the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And now on second down for this offense. They'll try the run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Wildcats are in a mess here on third and a mile. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. All by himself down the middle. And he just kept running and he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kansas State.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown.
And it's blocked. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Price. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Price. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to buy time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference.
Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Scrambling away. Got it in the middle. It's Smalls. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on 3rd. Pocket breaking down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often.
Oh, they blocked the kick. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. They go to the ground. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor.
Gonna take a shot. Caught at the 25. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Salter. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Price. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looking for blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll pull it on the read. Finds a little space. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Edwards. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. He makes the catch. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out the half. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Fires to the tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Manhattan. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
Coming out with it, it's Lockett. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Little touch pass to the receiver. Plows through the defense. Open space at the 25. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Unloads quickly. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Floating away. Powers through the defender. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. And the Buffaloes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Lewis to throw. He wants it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. After getting nothing, would they try to throw it again on 3rd and 1? Looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it. Jukes his way from home. Gets it past the marker. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Rides the back on the option to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson looking to throw. He's got him. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Grabbed in the middle. It's Oakley. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Kansas State will have to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Lots of running room. Smashes through the tackle. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Rides to back and leaves it. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The give to the lone running back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And this senior really has command of the entire attack right now. And the QB has more than had his way just lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Bruce, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense has been up and down the field in large part because of how well their quarterback is playing.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
it's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Sweet cut there. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Looking to throw, it's Salter. Forced out of the pocket. Turning it on. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Buffaloes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, and he hit it off the left upright. No good. So that drive covered just 44 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Wide open downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot. And, guys, they answered the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless against opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings. But, man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless, faceless, but when you play a rank...
Kangaroos his way. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15.
Set, ready.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet and not remember it.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Throws to the wideout. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. They took it right down to the wire. Final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, you work so hard, and listen, this team, the season didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go, but to end on a high note is really good. And yes,